All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day. By His mercies, we aren't consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall's body. And two, we're naturally alive, man. And I want to get into this, man. Honestly, you know what? It's kind of lining up what crazy, what everything happened with the whole, it's something that we talked about. Shout out to brother, Saint, the beloved, man. Shout out to him, man, for bringing this scripture out. But also, too, man, I want to talk about this, man, because honestly, just going off the outward appearance, man, because kind of something that we talked about the other day, when I was talking about how, it kind of annoys me sometimes. It's really stupid when I see sometimes when I see brothers and sisters, when they ask for bail for like viral mugshots, when people when say if a brother or a sister goes viral and they happen to look good, and people in the comment section, because our people that's why the word goes into don't focus on outward appearance and things in nature. And we talked about that, but also too, I want to talk about this, we're gonna talk about more, but how that relates to the lust of the eyes in the world pretty much. And we're gonna get into this, man, because even also too, even things is going on with the tornadoes, and not just this, but just every time, this in general, man. But people the natural disasters happen or things of that nature, or how this not putting pretty much lust and cares of the world, man. How should I say it? A man pretty much your value to your life is not what you possess, man. A man's life doesn't consist of everything that he has. Pretty much paraphrasing, but we're gonna look at this for a minute, man. But let's grab this. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. It says, favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord shall be praised. So exactly, man. So let's go to Isaiah 13 real quick, man. Because, yeah, man, that woman, man. Exactly, man. Now, this is going to stuff that we always talk about, not the outward appearance, like Sirach 11 and 1 Samuel 16:7 goes into, what we just read. But also, too, man, it's going into, the world, man, the whore of Babylon, man, all this stuff, man, let's go Isaiah 13, verse 19, man, because the shout out to brother saying the blood for pointing this out. It says, and Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So, yeah, man, the whore of Babylon, all these other places, man, because, all the rest of the world and stuff like that, because this is really talking about, if spiritually looking at it, how should I say, my words of spirit, it's going, it's it's like the world, man, looking at that in that aspect as well, man. Just let's look at it again. Babylon, the glory of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Because you know it is too. That's why, it says that what we about to get into second Ezra real quick, man. It's going to be a time when, even a man shall desire a city not be able to, man. Because look what's happening, in that, man, because it was actually one of the brothers, actually from one of my favorite shows, of course, we talk about a lot, The Wire, the brother that played Poot, Trey Chaney, man, he just lost, his son is in the hospital, man, his home just got destroyed, not only him, but other people, or and I think it happened in Atlanta, or in Georgia, but other people that's impacted by these things, or the wildfires in California, all this stuff, man, because, now, don't get twisted, these stuff happens all the time, because, of course, it's just things that happen. Also, one is the Most High house shot's judgments, and also two, it's just things that always happens, man. It's not always judgment per se, but things that just happen. That's just what. But for the most part, usually that's what happens all the time. But but the word even talks about this, that that you'll see more stuff like this. But just stuff always happen. But I'm just saying, man. But pretty much, man, that's why. Listen, as long as you had the Most High house shot, man, that's just. Is what it is, man. But let's just grab this too. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19, man. It says, in Babylon, the glory of the kingdom, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. So let's grab this second Ezra real quick, man, because. Yeah, man, because that woman, it could be deceitful. That's the lust of eyes. It carries the world, man. That's why when Yahushua, when Satan came at Yahushua, man, all these kingdoms, one, it's that's going to the faith and living according to the promise. Because Lord, one, I'm not going to throw away everything, something that's always promised to me, that my Father always promised me. So I'm not going to get into that. And also too, Yahushua was preaching the kingdom, man, like the kingdom of his Father, of course, the physical kingdom of his Father, but the inward kingdom, man, the spiritual kingdom within you. So he said, so why would I even like go at that kingdom when I already got the kingdom already? Just like we talked about when David, before even David, David had the physical kingdom, man. He had the kingdom already, and like because he said in 1 Samuel 13:14 that he had a mind according to Most High Yahushua's mind. He was one with them, man. So he the Most High Yahushua dwelt with him, man. Like he's Zebulon with them, man. They was on one accord. So that's why in John 10 Yahushua says the same thing. The son of David says the same thing. So he had the kingdom already. So it's like it is what it is. So how much more with us, man? If we're faithful, living according to the promise and obedient to his instruction, man. So that's all it is too, man. Because like Yahushua said, my words are spirit. But let's get this second Esdras chapter real quick, man. Let's go. Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So see, what's crazy too, man? I was with my stepmom a few weeks ago, and she was just telling me how like on the snap, I dropped this. How they're fixing something, man. This might be a precursor to that, man. How you need a passport now to even like I'm not sure how true this is, to even go to another state now. So that's just is what it is too, man. But just think about this too, man. Like that's going. There was a brother from GMS that did a video a while back, man. He was doing the city stroll. He put the scripture up, man. How it's saying like he second Esdras, what we just read in second Esdras, how that's like going to places, even in this country, not only just the world, but it's gonna be a thing over the other past, man. Think about that. That's gonna be crazy, man. Like let's get this too, but we gonna get into Hebrews. What city we should be looking forward to, though, man. It says a man shall, and don't get it twisted, man, because like that's why Sirach even says like a man that had well traveled like knoweth much, man. Like traveling not only like the different places, especially in this country, but also the world, man. But don't get it twisted though, man. Those that do that, man. But honestly, this is a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So yeah, man. So let's grab let's go to Hebrews real quick, man. Hebrews 13 and 14, man, because it says, yep, because this is the ultimate city we should be looking forward to. Because a lot of times too, here's what our people, here's what I know is what our people. And there's nothing wrong with that, man, because we think like moving to Atlanta or something like that is gonna figure out all the problems, or moving out the country and this and that, because there's plus all over the world, the word says the whole world's life in wickedness, man. So like the brother sent me first one said, man, because listen, do I like want to move, do I like moving or like to travel, something like that, more moving? Yeah, that's a good thing, but honestly, man, like here's the point though. It's like, listen, man, if the Most High Yahushua, here's the ultimate place that really I want to be, honestly. But it says, for we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. So yeah, man, that's the ultimate thing. Like that it is, honestly. Like and all that other stuff is cool, man. There's nothing wrong with that as well. Because like shoot, me personally, I love like places I've been to. Like I love downtown Baltimore. Like I love the DMV area. I love Virginia. I love that whole DMV area. I like I've been to other places. I've never been outside the country before. But honestly, man, it don't really even matter though, man. Because really, that's really the places that like the ultimate city, man. That let's get Revelation 21. But also too, man. But you know what? Like we always said, man, Israel is just not a place; it's a people, man. So like and like just that New Jerusalem is not a place, man. It's within you. The kingdom is within you, man. So you are have it, but of course, just physically we desire that, man. So that's just is what it is, though, man. But this all goes into the outward appearance and like the lust of the world. But let's grab a Revelation chapter 21 and verse um 21 verse 2. And I John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, as prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. So yeah, man, that's just what it is too, man. So that's just really is how all that's going into, like, the what you call them, the our parents, man. Not that woman can be like, the deceitful woman can be the whore of Babylon, or like just the world, things of that nature, man. That's just it is what it is, man. Because honestly, man. But also too, man. Even with the point earlier, man. Because let me say this too, just on the natural tip, because I understand it as well, man. Because that's why not only spiritually, like, David, when he chased his sheep, like, um that was a representative of Yahweh Shai, what he would do for the sheep. But also too, like, that's the stuff that he had, man. Like, also too, the Nathan parable. So it's like, yeah, man. Of course, if you would like naturally lose all your stuff, man, that'll be kind of hard, man. Because think about this, man. People that even affected by these tornadoes or hurricanes or wildfires, man. Like, don't get twisted, man. Because you, at the end of the day, like James 5 and 17 says, listen, man, we're like, these were people, even though these are holy people, these are righteous men and women. These were still people at the end of the day, man. Like, but let's grab this too, cause yeah, man. Cause it's easy to say that now, but listen, that's where the faith kicks in, though. Cause man, like, let's grab this. What's that chief thing? What is that? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, because thing about, yeah, here it is. I thought it was early in chapters. Yeah, think about losing stuff like this, man, because don't get twisted, though, man. Ecclesiastes, also on Sirach, chapter 39, verse 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, salt, flour, wheat, honey, milk, the blood, the grape, the oil, and clothing, man. So yeah, man, think about those cheap things, man. Like, also too, but then again, it says also too, the cheap things is bread and water, like, other things too. So that's just is what it is as well. But honestly, as long as you have the most on your house shop, that's all that matters. But think about this, man, because a lot of people that in the wildfires, these tornadoes, or whatever natural disasters, like, because don't you know, quiet is kept. There's still people that's still struggling, like, from Katrina, man. Like, no, there's still people that still, like, it's not talked about as much, but yeah, man, it's still people still, like, that got rough since Hurricane Katrina, man. So, like, yeah, man, just to lose stuff like that, that's just gonna be hard, man. It's going to be, like, depending on, like, how you measure a faith is, and, like, what, like, yeah, because not everybody has the same measure of faith. Not as even outside the world, how much strong you are. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. But listen, but still, that's where the faith kicks in, though. Like, especially us in the word, like, as long as you had the most on your house shot, like, that's everything that you need, man. Like, that Matthew 6 kicks in and stuff like that. So yeah, man. I just wanted to touch on this. Hopefully this is edifying. Much love to y'all brothers and sisters. So peace.